I was working out with him, but I mean, he's pushed himself to an extreme, and you'll see that in this film. He told the hosts, Arjun and Veer, you're making everybody dance. You have two who can dance, but not making us dance together. So I thought, now I'm, a more established hero, so my third film should open to this. That didn't happen with my third film, and that was my reality check.
Today I have somebody from the younger generation of actors who not only knows his strengths but also plays it to the gallery, and I have somebody who gives the fodder to the strength that he has. Tiger Shroff and Siddharth Anand are teaming up for a film called War, which is possibly the biggest action extravaganza that we will see in the industry, and we are going to talk to both of you. So welcome to Pink Villa, Tiger and Siddharth.
Thank you.
You are the true blue action star that Bollywood had never seen before you came. Do you think that helped you conquer the space, and especially because nobody can do what you can do?
I don't think I've conquered the genre yet, and I feel like I have a lot more to express and a lot more of my potential I want to explore in this genre. And I think with the films I'm doing, with the films I'm going to do, especially with Siddharth's Rambo, with Baghi 3 coming up after this, and now especially War. I mean, I never in my wildest dreams would I, even have thought that I would do such a big film and be a part of such a big film. So very, very thankful of the space and the situation I'm in right now.
Has there ever been insecurities in life, like when you hadn't seen failure for quite some time in the first few years of your career?
I got lucky, man, with my first two films doing well, so I saw success pretty early on in my life, and in a way that sort of affected me in that, I thought, yeah, my second film also opened to some good numbers, so I thought, now I'm a more established hero, so my third film should open to this. That didn't happen with my third film, and that was my reality check. I literally saw, immediately after my success, I saw failure, and so I've seen both sides quite early on in my career, and I think I'm sort of prepared now for the most part, but I'm still very sensitive.
But Siddharth, when you were conceptualizing this film, you worked with Hrithik Pehle. How difficult or easy was it to get both of them? Because Rohit Shetty very recently had said that he was planning Ram Lakhan, and no two actors were ready to play brothers in that film, and it's difficult to get two actors to do bigger roles in an ensemble film. How difficult or easy was it to get them together?
No, we were definitely aware that in the last 15-18 years, you haven't really been able to put together a cast like that.
Yeah.
It was a challenge, but I think once you have actually, if your intention is not to actually just for the sake of it make a multi-starrer, oh my god, now my next film has to be a two-hero film and two very big heroes. Your intention is not that. Your intention is to write a script that requires that justifies that.
Yeah.
I think it all goes down to the paper. You write a scene, write the script that justifies them, they will come.
Coming back to you, Tiger, I remember that when you had when Baghi had just released, and I had done an interview with you, I remember you had spoken about that if you ever would become a superstar, you would like to become a superstar like Hrithik sir. And how anxious were you on day one when you were sharing screen space with him?
Super anxious, and I hope it didn't show. Luckily, there was the scene didn't require us to be face to face and have an interaction with each other. It was an action sequence that we shot, and we were more or less side by side. So I couldn't see him in front of me, which I was trying to play it cool, and I had a breather. The moment I would see him in my peripheral, I would sort of get a little shaky. But that was my first shot for you.
But Tiger, if you've seen your filmography, you have set out a different kind of action, and this is a huge action film. But tell me, do you sometimes feel that there is constant pressure of people, or only in India, to excel in every genre? Like Hollywood mein aisa nahi hota, like I said. Like Sylvester Stallone is known for his action films and is loved and revered. Do you think that becomes a pressure sometimes?
Not at all. At least me personally, my personal look out towards that is that all kinds of films, all kinds of actors have been accepted and appreciated by the audience nowadays, especially. And there's so much competition out there. So how does one sort of create an identity for oneself, and how does one stand out? So I think it's great that actors are doing all kinds of stuff, but I think each one of us are aware of what our individual strengths are as well, and that sort of differentiates one from the other and sort of gives us identities. So me, for example, I'm very happy in my space, in my genre, and I want to express and maximize this potential as far as it can go.
Recently, Hrithik also said that after Super 30, he had gained weight and he had to shoot for war, and you literally inspired and helped him lose those extra kilos. What was the thing? Did you guys work out together?
So in our first outdoor schedule, we used to work out almost every day together, and I mean, we used to enjoy each other's company, we used to push each other, and we used to talk about health, nutrition, exercises, and a lot of stuff. Although if you ask me if I helped him, I don't think I helped him. I mean, I was working out with him, but I mean, he's pushed himself to an extreme, and you'll see that in this film. I mean, from being Anand Kumar to being Kabir in this film, it's two complete opposite spectrums. So what work that went through in between, I mean, you can't, I think he's only helped himself by, sort of pushing himself to that limit.
Do you remember the first time you met him, like as a kid, as a child?
I don't know, but he told me that we met on the sets of King Uncle. I was very young, so I don't remember that. But Dad keeps telling me that as well, and so that's where our first meeting was. Then years later, we met at the IFA stage, where he presented me with my Best Debut Award. And I was on cloud 9. I mean, getting an award from my hero, I forgot the award also. I was just standing next to him was enough for me. And then when he said, he told the hosts, Arjun, Ranveer, you're making everybody dance. You have two who can dance, but not making us dance together. So then we actually shared a moment on stage where we both danced together as well. So that was like, wow, man, that was one of the highest moments of my life.
Yeah, but this looks like a blockbuster on paper in any way. And it's going to do well. Like, people are really excited, and it's like I said, it's the biggest action extravaganza that we have witnessed. All the best to you guys, and I hope this takes you places.
Thanks,
man.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey guys, if you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to Pink Villa.